Hey guys, this is Power Wang Z. I just wanted to do a quick talk about this. I'm not going to do an unboxing video for it. I realized after I talked about doing one that it really isn't a lot to do for an unboxing for this because I wanted to get using it right away. But I had the same wireless keyboard for many years on my computers. It's one of the few things I hadn't changed in the time I had been using it. Or using computers. I started building my own computers in the early 2000s and have been ever since. I haven't bought a pre-built desktop machine ever since. I do buy laptops still because obviously some of the configurable ones are pretty expensive and honestly I don't think worth the bang for the buck when you can get stuff like Asus with crazy good warranties or stuff like some of the other high-end gaming laptop companies out there, Asus, Acer. Some of those guys make some pretty good high-end laptops, and normally I'm not an Acer fan, but their laptops for their gaming line are pretty nice, as are with any company. But all that said, I decided at this point that my wireless keyboard just wasn't cutting it anymore. It was starting to drop keystrokes too often, even really close to the receiver. It's an old keyboard. Now coming up, I'm probably 13 years old. And I just wanted something new, so I'd been looking. I looked at Razer, I looked at Microsoft, I looked at wired, I looked at wireless, and I finally saw this keyboard. This is the Logitech G910. It's their gaming series. They call it the Orion Spark. And I saw it and I was like, man, that's a cool-ass keyboard, but it is damn expensive. I think retail's like $179 if I remember right. I got lucky and found it I had a promotion on Newegg where they were giving away Logitech said they were giving away the Division with it, a free copy of the Division, and at the same time Newegg had a few bucks off of it. Not much, but a few bucks. So I was like, okay, well, the Division, cool. I wouldn't mind playing that on my PC to see how it looks. Worst case, I don't like it. It's a quote-unquote free game. I did enjoy it. I have been enjoying that on the Xbox, but I've heard some horror stories about people being banned for accidentally discovering exploits or exploiting exploits on the PC version. But so that sold me on a copy of this. Now, this is where my story's going to diverge here in just a second. I'm going to tell you about something that Logitech did that really pissed me off, and I'm still working with them, trying to work with them on this. And it may influence the decision if to continue to buy their products if they don't work with me on this. I'll get into that in a second. But my thoughts on this keyboard. This is a damn nice keyboard. They don't use the MX Cherry switches like a lot of the other gaming keyboards do. It is still mechanical, but it's their own proprietary switches. So the thing with this is you're not going to find the same replacement keycaps as you would for the Cherry series. And that's fine. I really like the keyboard. You still get the nice, I don't know if you can hear it, mechanical clicks of the keys. The keys still respond really good. It is a wired keyboard. I wanted a wired or wireless, and I couldn't find one. I didn't do a ton of digging because I really only wanted to look at a few brands, but I didn't find a wired and wireless one that stuck out at me. So I went with this, and based off of Logitech's previous reputation, I've had a Harmony remote, I've had Logitech mice, and other Logitech accessories, and they've all been great. But I've never had to deal with their customer support. Now, we'll not get into that quite yet. But, so one of my favorite features on this is the fact that it lights up. Now, you can't see it right now because I don't have my computer I'm not logged into my computer, and I'm not going to right now. But you can change each of the keys individually in Logitech's app. So on mine, and I believe each of the M1, M2, M3, M4 buttons is a profile, and you can select different profiles for your keyboard. I haven't explored all of that a ton. I probably will do a follow-up video about this keyboard once I've explored it more. I've had this thing for a week and a half and just been really basically using it and trying out some basic stuff with it. You've got programmable G keys. You can set these to be other keys. I believe you can also set them to macros. Again, haven't done a ton of digging. But what I like is that colored keys. So on one of my setups, when I play games, I've got the WSAD lit up differently, and I've got my weapon numbers lit up differently, and any keys that are specific to that game I can light up. And like I said, individually you can click different keys and have them light up different colors. You can also, it gives you a great RGB wheel, so you can pick a bazillion color combinations basically. Or you can drag across and like you were selecting, and select them in blocks too if you want to do it that way, just for a cool effect. You've got a volume roller right here. You've got your play, stop, forward, backward buttons. You've got a mute button, a dimming button, and then a gaming button, I think it is. It looks like a joystick. I don't know what it does. And that's because there isn't a very robust manual, and this is where I will show you what's in the box. The box is pretty lame to me. So I cut one end out. I'm going to pull it out. The box itself, the quality of the box is really nice. It's not a shit box. The book just, the in-box content isn't very good, so we're going to set that aside. It's got a nice logo. The box has got a nicer feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap. It's a dual layer thicker cardboard. I'm gonna go ahead and this box is a little tough to open with no weight in it. Like I said, it's a nicer box. I actually could see this being a board game box. You get your keyboard's well protected. The cool thing is you get 2 wrist shields. You get a long wrist shield if you like longer wrist shields, or a shorter wrist shield. I've got the shorter one on there. I don't like the long one all that much. It's not terrible. But literally the manual is they don't give you CD, they don't give you anything like that. There's nothing. You have to go download the software. Right in this day and age, everybody's got internet. Wrong. I know guys who game, who like to PC game and play newer games in the campaigns and stuff like that, that don't have the greatest internet because they live in bumfuck Egypt. That's, a way of saying middle of nowhere. But it's literally in English. 9 programmable G keys and 3 M keys provide up to 27 unique functions per game. Customize the G keys using Logitech software. You can record macros with the MR key. And that's it. That's literally all they give you in there. And then I think this other little booklet is just the warranty booklet. Yep, that is just the warranty booklet. So they give you almost nothing in here to go off of. Okay. The other thing is, you'll also notice I haven't pulled up game code. Okay. There's nothing stuck to the bottom. Nothing in the box. Nothing on top of the box, okay? Logitech's website says they are running a promo from like February something of 2016 to 12/31/2016. And the promo, and I've got screenshots if anybody wants to see this, and we'll share these if Logitech doesn't back me up on this and make things right. But that if you buy it at select sites or select stores, that until the 31st of December they will give you a code for the Division. Okay, there's not a code for Division in my box. Anyway, it's not taped to the keyboard, nothing. So I've emailed Logitech, and they are basically telling me tough shit right now. That the promo actually isn't what their site says, blah blah blah. So I'm pretty pissed off with them. I'm still trying to work with them, but I just wanted to include that because if you're thinking about, because of the Division, getting this keyboard, don't do it. And hold off. And if you're thinking about getting the keyboard because you like the keyboard and you're okay with the price by itself, by all means go ahead. The keyboard is solid. It's a good piece of equipment. Right now, I'm just pissed off with their customer support because their site's advertising one thing and they're saying another, and basically just telling me to piss in the wind at this point. So, if things change and Logitech takes care of me, we'll call it, and makes the situation right. Great. Awesome on them. Love the keyboard. If they don't, I still love the keyboard, but I hate Logitech because shitty customer service is a pain in the ass to deal with. So, as a piece of hardware, it's a great piece of hardware. Customer service-wise, I'm not sold. I'll do a follow-up video to let you guys know what happens, but thank you all for watching. I did want to do a brief video on this because I think this keyboard is cool, and I wanted people to be able to see that. And sorry, mine's already getting a little dirty. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks in my house already. Love this thing. It's absolutely a cool piece of technology. And the one thing I did forget to mention, there's a little G910 logo down here in a clear window. You can change the color of that too. So all kinds of cool stuff. The other thing is you can do what's called an ARX dock. Some of these older ones, they had a little LCD. You could look up stats for your PC. Same thing with this. It's just you plug it into your, download the app and stuff your mobile phone in there. There's no charging connector. It's just literally just the thing to hold your mobile phone there. I'm never going to use that. I think that's stupid. If they had an LCD where maybe it had like kill-death ratio and stuff like that, and you could interface with the game like that, that might be kind of cool. But not sold so far. So guys, with that, that is my video about the Logitech G910 Orion Spark gaming keyboard from Logitech. Thank you guys for watching. And again, if anything happens with my situation with Logitech, I will do a follow-up video and let you guys know. And if you wanted to get advance notice of things I'll be doing in the future and content I'll be creating, or when I'll be live streaming on Twitch, or just generally shoot the shit with me, the best ways to do that are my Facebook and my Twitter. That's facebook.com/PowerWangZ. And on Twitter, I am at PowerWangZ. And of course, you can comment down below if you have any questions or wanted to know anything. Again, or just shoot the shit. And also, go ahead and click that like and follow button down below, because that's the way I know people like to see my content. So guys, thank you again. Have a great day.